Hi there, Simon from simonwoods.com. 4 New Zealand Sauvignon Blancs from Marlborough and 1 New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc from Hawke's Bay in today's video. I might as well set in with the Hawke's Bay one. It's Rod Easthope Sauvignon from Hawke's Bay, as I've just said. Rod Easthope, ex-wine maker at Craggy Range. I don't think he's there anymore. Before that, he was at Rustenburg in South Africa. And anyway, let's see. This is his own operation under his own label. Let's see how he gets on. Well, first thing I smell is when I think of Marlborough, I think of Marlborough as being sort of quite loud and in-your-face style. Hawke's Bay Sauvignons tend to be a little bit more subtle in the way that sometimes Loire Sauvignons can be quite aggressive, is the wrong word, but certainly in-your-face aromatic, and then Bordeaux a little bit more gentle and with a bit more weight behind them. I think this is the lowest alcohol of the lot, 12%, but it feels like it's not majoring on those huge gooseberry and asparagus and tropical fruit, but quietly confident. There's a slight green pepper edge there. Some people say, methoxypyrazines. If you want to chuck that into a conversation, people will think you know what you're talking about. And it's a characteristic that some people like and some people dislike. For me, it's one of those, if it's there in the background, I don't mind it. Here, maybe it's taking a little centre stage, just that little bit too much, coming across as being like crisp apple, rhubarb, citrus, and this green pepper. And it feels like to balance that out, in order to not make it too assertive, he's left a little bit of sugar in there. I'd have almost wanted him to pick the fruit a bit later, and if he's, I don't know, I'm not a winemaker, but it feels, I think the fruit could have ripened a little bit more to try and get rid of that edge there. So maybe that's what he's looking for, but doesn't really hit the spot for me. It's okay. Next wine, I think all of these are 2012. Actually, they're not all 2012. The last one is 2011. But let's just dig in. First Marlborough one is Tin Pot Hut 2012. Now this is on that richer, fuller-bodied, aromatic, slightly sweaty edge. Nice sweat, if that makes sense. Well, maybe it doesn't, but and then you've got the grapefruit. You've got that strange tension between citrus and tropical fruit, and it smells like it's going to be young but tasty. Again, when you come to taste it, some of that sappy green pepper. Here it feels like the wine around it is a little bit rounder, richer, and fuller fleshed than Rod Easthope's wine. I like it. I just find it a little bit angular at the moment. But we're in November. Actually, no, we're not in November. We're in December now. So it's a pretty young wine. I find that so for me the best Southern Hemisphere Sauvignons, which would have been bottled, they're usually bottled about, I don't know, July or something like that, July, August. When they first arrive in the UK, like November, December, they can be a little bit gawky, and often they take like 6 months to maybe even more to really get to their peak. Sometimes the ones that taste good at this stage, sometimes I'm a bit suspicious about them because often they're propped up with residual sugar. Here it feels like there's a touch of sweetness. It's not a sweet wine, but what I mean by a touch of sweetness is there is some residual there to soften the blow, if you want to call it that. But it's okay, but I think it's going to be better in about 3 months' time. One of those that I think will grow on me. I come back to it, and there's more of this minerally character coming out, and getting better by the moment. Wine at number 3 is Grey Wacky 2012 Marlborough Sauvignon. Grey Wacky is Kevin Judd's wine. Kevin Judd was for a long time, I think he started off as a winemaker and then was general manager at Cloudy Bay. So, but it's been, I can't remember what the first vintage of this was. Was it 2009 or 2008? I can't remember. Now this isn't quite as bounding out of the glass as the Tin Pot Hut one was. Here it feels a little bit more laid back and subtle, and well, like Kevin itself, sort of quite quiet to start with, but then opens up and extra layers emerge, and it feels for me like a wine that I was saying before about the Tin Pot Hut as being one that needed a few months to get into its stride. Here feels like even more of a really closed-in wine. There are clearly things going on in there. There's this nice bit of gooseberry. There's the asparagus, bit of the citrus, some herb, some mineral. But it's right. Come back tomorrow. And when you come to taste it, there's more of a mineral profile than the tin pot. None of that green pepper edge. Maybe just a little bit lurking in the background. But it's this purity and freshness. It feels like a really sleek panther-like Sauvignon, and it's pretty good wine, that. Yes, it's strange. I was saying about thinking it would need quite a bit of time to show well. Today it's looking actually not bad. I think aromatically it's got some development to do, but in terms of when you come to taste it, it doesn't feel like there's too much there that is disjointed. Nice balance, freshness, richness, poise. I like it. Wine number 4. Actually, the last 2 are 2011. So we'd have 3 2012s and 2 2011s. And the first 2011, Lay of the Land, Destination Sauvignon Blanc 2011. Really don't know very much about this. Winemaker, Mike Patterson, blah, blah, blah. Parcels of grape in the Waihope Valley. Give it a whirl. Like mandarin oranges here. There's do you remember fruit salad chews? I don't know whether they still make them, but like the smell of the orangey bit in there, not the cranberry bit. But it smells softer than the previous 3. That extra year has given it a chance to sort of relax into its bottle. But it smells like it's going to be rounded, quite sappy, but with this mandarin orange sweet richness, if that makes sense, tempered by freshness. It's okay. Maybe this is just a little bit too jelly-like, and that mandarin character persists, but it goes mandarin jelly rather than mandarin orange. Yes, I think the previous 2 are more complex and more interesting wines. Here, it's a pretty solid drink. You wouldn't, if you're a Sauvignon fan, you'd certainly would have no problem enjoying quite a bit of that. Personally, I find it, just on that simple side. It's okay. Final wine. We are still in Marlborough, Esk Valley, and is any particular cuvee? No, just their regular Esk Valley 2011. Now this is on that slightly sweaty side, whereas the extra year here had just given a little bit of softness and mellowness. Here, some of the fruit has gone into that tinned asparagus character, and just maybe accent too much on the vegetal. It's okay. Gooseberry pie. That's the character. It's like this tension between sweet and sour, but there's also this tinned pea character lurking in the background. I was saying about how some Sauvignons need a bit of time to show their true colours. I'm just wondering whether this has already shown at its best, and it's on a gentle decline now. It's okay as it is, but I miss some of the mineral perkiness that was in the 2012s, and replaced by this soft but ever so slightly flabby middle age. Greywack is the star of this quintet for me, so maybe I've got one more Sauvignon video to do after this, so maybe come the end of my 15 Sauvignons I'll have a glass of that, but I may not. See you soon.